here in Salem, Indiana, where I'm located at. Let me tell you what it did. It started pulsating. It was literally a pulsating. It wasn't like a normal, can you hear me? It wasn't normal. It wasn't like a normal flicking on and off where I'm at all. It was a pulsating power thing. It was like a smooth pulsating thing that went poof, poof, poof. Can you hear me? So I'm down here. I've got backup here where I'm at. I have a whole new system set up that runs on a generator in the event that this would happen. So it's on its own power source, and it can run for like 3 days with its own internet and thing like that. But yeah, the power literally, it's pulsated. Like, it was so weird. It's not like no, this is what it did. It went boom, boom. It pulsated. I was up there on my big computer. I was recording a video, and it literally, this is how it pulsated. Like this, like a wave, a pulse, like that. And I thought, how long are you going to do that? Rosie Honey's in the house. So it took the electricity out at my house. It took down the internet on our end. I've got backup internet over here, and generators and stuff like that on its own separate. It's a fail-proof. But when I turned the generator on, let me tell you, this is really weird too. When I turned off the main breaker in this, what we got right here, and I started the generator, you all, I love to you too. When I started the generator here, and then I flipped the breaker for the generator to run what I got in there to run, it started it up, and then the same thing happened. It did the same pulsing. It went pulse, pulse. It was like it was some type of an entity pulsing with the lights like that. And that should not have been, because that generator, it can run whatever's in there. But the lights, literally, it pulsed as I feel within my being that there is some kind of an energy out there, some kind of living energy that literally did that. I've never seen it do that before, even in electrical storms. It wasn't like a flash. Oh no, this was like a smooth pulsing. It literally pulsed like it was alive. It was so weird. It really was weird, you all. I've never seen nothing like that. All the times I've seen a power outage, every time, it's always just been fast off and on like that. But this time, it felt spiritually different. It had a spiritual effect to it. Pulse. Pulse. I got my flashlight still in my pocket. So you better get prepared. You don't know what's going to happen, you all. Let me show you this all around here, though. You can hear the generator running. No, I'm not going to get over that, you all. YouTube is doing funny stuff. The whole town, Front Royal, was out without power. Carrie Mayers, honey, where you at? Where is Front Royal at? T, honey, you're welcome. You all, this was not a normal flickering of power. Oh, I am still without power. There is no power in my house up there. This right here is on a totally different service right here. It's a separate service from my house, but this one is hardwired into a generator. It has its own, it has both internets over here, but it's hardwired to where in the event the electricity goes out, this is the backup, like that. Like the energy was drawn from you. Oh, did you, Carrie, honey, did you say where you were at? Where you all at? It flickered. Your sister's 20 miles away had her flickered. The thing is, when this power there's a lot of cars going down the road. When this power for you all flickered, if you say it flickered, was it like this? Because I was sitting up there at my desk. Yeah, it's running now. It can run 3 days. I can run it for a long time because it got gasoline and propane. This is what you should have done ahead of time. If you found yourself buying, I'm going to buy me a backup generator, one that runs on gasoline and one that runs on propane. You should have, if you bought it, you should have already had it up and done, because you got to get special hoses. You got to get hoses that will literally automatically, once the gasoline runs out, it's automatically going to go flip over to the propane. You got to have it hardwired to your whole entire service. You got to know what you're doing. You really truly do. But yeah, I got it going right now. Then what are we going to do after 3 days is up? What's happening with 3 days? Oh, okay, yeah, hello. So what I'm going to say, when your all's power flicked, yeah, when your flower, this is what I'm just going to say. The power is out at my house. It's out. We've got 2 services hooked to this pole. Okay, 2 services. This is its own separate service. When I was setting up my computer, this is what it did. I feel as if it was a living entity going through the electrical current, because it was like pulse. It was a smooth pulsing, like a heartbeat pulsing. You know what I mean? Like a probe, like that. It went boom, smooth. It felt smooth like, and then it did it again. And it retracted, and then it did it again, and it was a smooth, it wasn't like flash. No, this had some kind of energy attached to it until it finally stopped. And when it stopped, I came out here to start this service up so I can have internet right here. So because this is also, it's tied into the service all around here anyhow. But it's got a backup generator that it can run whatever's in there on it. But as soon as I flipped off the main breaker, I turned on the generator. You all, this is important. I turned on the generator that runs this in here, and I flipped the switch for the generator that can, the breaker that runs everything that's in there, and the lights. The lights did the same thing. I got lights all around the inside of it. They go poof. They pulsated like it was a life form in the electric. It did like that. I told my son, I had my son on the phone. I said, this is weird. I said, because when I turned that on, the lights they literally like pulse, like a heartbeat, like that. Oh, they didn't go flash. No, they literally went like that. Just like that, you all. That's what it did. But now it's up and running. I'm very feeling, I'm connected to the spiritual realm like a lot of you, but this was not a normal power outage. No, there was something living that came through and did that. Like that. You got your 5-gallon bucket ready for your potty. Truth Goddess, honey, that's what you need. I've used it before. Oh, so I was too busy talking. Did any of your all's power do like that? Did it pulsate like a living life force was in it like that? Did it? It pulsated like that? Yeah, well, I don't feel no bad spirits here. I literally salted the whole entire property of this house. I salted the whole entire driveway, and I blessed everything in the name of Jesus. I prayed over the whole property is what I did. Yeah. Oh, it's a spiritual war, you all. It is. You prayed this morning, Willie, honey. That's good. Yeah, I got to get ready. Power is a big name in Ireland. You know, lots of powers. Billy Thomas. Wow, T. You literally mean a last name. You're not explaining the generator and a little bit of consumption any further. Okay, Tanya Lynn is not going to explain the generator and consumption any more further. You're going to have to look it up yourself, you all. Your heart did that when you was dozing off for 6 minutes. Your heart did like a pulsating. No, I didn't short out with the salt. That was like 3 days ago that I salted the earth. Because you are the salt of the earth. So if you're the salt of the earth and you lose your saltiness, how can you be made salty again? And when you sweat, you got salt. So I thought, I'm just going to salt the whole property. And I did. Oh, wow, you all. This is weird. If you got power out, if you don't have no power, if you don't got no power where you're at, can you put it here and could you say the state or country that you're in that the power went out in, even though you got internet, or you know somebody whose the power went out? You can see it's like doing like this. The power of Muhammad Hassan, it went out in Egypt. Wow, you all, this is serious. Weather manipulation, well, it's kind of like that. Yeah. In Kentucky, but you have power. Yeah. Hello, Brittany, honey. It's cool out here. It's got a coldness in the air. In Kentucky, you still okay, we already, they're cutting down the comments, you all. If you're just tuning in, I'm setting up my computer. I'm in Indiana, Salem, Indiana. I'm out in the country. Yeah. Is where it goes off in Egypt. It always goes off in Egypt. 55, it's probably what it is here, you all. The Eastern time, you were non-lethargic. You were lethargic and yawning and watering bad. So when the power did that here, this happened out of the blue. It pulsated like some kind of entity that was in there, like pulsating. Pulsating is what it did. It pulsated. It didn't just boom, boom. No, it literally pulsated like it was a living entity. A living entity. And I don't know how many times it did it because I didn't count. I just kept watching it and thinking, what are you doing? And then it stopped. And then the power went out in the house. Then I come out here to turn on the generator so I can have internet and what have you. So when I turned on the generator here and turned off the front breaker, the main breaker, and turned on the generator, and then turned on the generator's breaker, the lights, they came on. Got lights in there. They're like strip lights, whatever you want to call them. They pulsated like there was some type of a life form in the electrical system. It was in there. It was some life form. I know it sounds weird, but I can't. That's what I feel within my spirit. There is some kind of life form that in there that went like that caused this. Wherever it happened, it's pulsating. Yeah, you're near Salem, Massachusetts. Big dog, honey. Now listen to me, big dog. Let's hope that you are just being a little sarcastic, but don't come on here and try to like be derogatory. I can take a sarcasticness, but no, don't you be playing with me. Do I look like a player? No, this is real. This is real, you all. Your mom's mobile just order went through on your end and not there, so wow. Yeah, you gotta get out the crystals and get out the demons with the power-sucking element. Willie, that is true. That's true. There's something, I think something came through the sun, through the eclipse. I think it was I feel within my spirit, whatever came through, it came through a portal. Something came through a portal. Pulsated. Gematria 480, prophet of God. It did. It pulsated. It was a pulse. Okay, you flew over my head. It flew over my head. You're having a cold front and it's only 74 degrees, Frank, honey. Your videos from the skies are always weird looking and strange. Well, it's fine. It can be kind of weird looking. It can. I guess the sun's over there now. Whatever's electrically charged in the sky from the portal being opened or the eclipse, they said that that electrical, whatever stuff that's up in the sky, ions, eons, electrons, protons, whatever it is, they will slightly dissipate when the sun goes down. The chat is coming through. Oh my gosh, the Truth Goddess, it's coming in as previous video this morning. Ion, yes, thank you, Digital Revolution. There is power in the name of Jesus. There truly is. If you believe it, there's a lot of power in it, you all. Listen, the power's out. And you better get prepared. You better be getting prepared because we're running out of time to get some water or whatever else you need because you don't know what's going to happen. It's probably the 15th of October in the Middle East right now. And Sunday is not supposed to be a good day, according to whatever on Israel. There's a lot of stuff. It went out at Gina's house. Yes. Celeria, we are okay in Central Texas, but I am alerted. Yeah. Time is of the essence. You know it will come out of it happening. Yes. God wins. June the 2024. You all, this wind is so cold. It makes my fingers feel cold. Pulsated is 480. Sirius B 480. Wow. I wish I could understand gematria, but I guess the numbers are associated with a name, a certain name, and that's how it goes. Oh, I lost it all. Aaron 79. I lost electricity. I lost power. My house don't have no electricity in it. The power is dead. It's totally dead in the house. There is no Wi-Fi, but this is on its own separate system. I've got another separate system right here. And this is running now on a generator and it's got internet. So the power is out where I'm at. Totally out, except I got generator. You're by the biggest military base in the world, the Lord of Veterans, retired, active duty, a melting pot. They told us about this 40 years ago. Yeah, I lost the power. It's Saturday. I keep thinking today is Sunday. You all got to charge up your phones, get everything you need charged up. Thank you. There wasn't really nothing here. All these trees that are here, we planted. They were fruit tree. We put fruit trees, berry bushes. The only thing was here, the pine trees and these locust trees. And there's like 7 apple trees that were here. We planted everything else. It was like barren. And these 2 locust trees were here. This was totally overgrown with weeds. It was a foreclosure. That's been since 2004. It's been a lot of work on this property. The power outage, we're in Indiana. Today is the Sabbath. Like a week ago, you got a battery charge, battery backup. Fill up your gas tanks, you all. So if you're just tuning in, power outage. And only reason I did it is because of how that power went out. It wasn't a normal fast flickering of the power going out like that. You know how it happens, dun, dun, dun. When it does like that and you got your refrigerator or large appliances plugged directly into the wall, you're gonna fry your refrigerator because your refrigerator needs to be on a power surge protector. All your appliances need to be on a surge protector if you're gonna get these power things because they're gonna blow your appliance out. But this power is sitting at the computer. And it came in as a pulse like that. It was at least 7 pulses, and it felt like it was a spiritual energy that came in pulsing just like that. It didn't automatically shut all the power off. No, it just kept pulsating like that. And then one final pulse, and then the power went out. Then I came out here And I turned off the main breaker in there, and I started the generator, and I turned on the breaker for the generator, and the lights came on. And this is really weird because the power was out in there. It's running on battery backup on the inside, but that battery ain't gonna last long. When I turned that breaker on, those lights came on, and that same energy, it came through the lights that are around the wall. It made its presence known. It was pulsating like that. It wasn't flickering. Oh no, it literally pulsated as if it was a life form inside the electric. And it's not even hooked up to there, but it did. It went like that. And I've never seen a power shortage like that again. I've seen the power flicker off and on since 2004, but nothing like that. This literally felt like there was a living entity in there the way it go poo. Because it like smooth pulsating. Oh, yes, the stove and the TV did it in a circle. That's right, I forgot about it. It did. It went pop, pop, pop. It went beep, beep, beep. Is what it went, just like that. Everything is changing in the frequencies. It was a frequency, Christopher Vase. It was a frequency, some living type of a frequency traveled through the airways. It's like plasma. You ever see the plasma travel down the electrical wires? It's a life form. I've always felt, since I found out about plasma, I feel that plasma is a life form. A life form. It's living. It's a living entity, but it doesn't look like us, but it is living and it's a life form. The pulse. Release the, oh my gosh, release the Kraken. Oh my gosh. Wow. You all that I'm laughing, but we did videos on the Kraken. Kraken, Cthulhu, it's in the Point Nemo. It's in the middle of the down there by the Pacific Ocean or something. That's where the Point Nemo is. You know Nemo? That's where they're gonna crash land the ISS when it reaches the end of its life cycle. They're gonna deliberately crash it down into Point Nemo. And that is where they say, Riley, where Cthulhu is at. Yeah. That's right, Goddess Denise. What is going on? The pulses, $465, $565. I heard somebody say that we're going to have big time financial problems too. Massive financial problems. And this month, toward the end of this month, I think around the time that 28th comes, there's going to be a structural shaking up. Also, take the plasma out of our blood, and the plasma is alive. So I don't know if you all got power outage where you're at. I don't. Hello there in the Netherlands, Sun 243. You all been on here a lot today, but this is an important day. There's a lot of energy that is out there. But this energy was pulsating. No, I don't want to feel it. I was trying to feel it. I was feeling it, but I don't want to feel it. I don't want to focus on it right now. I can feel its pulse. It's pulsating. Utah is still on. It is a strange energy. Okay, let me Mickey Honey. So earlier in the house when the electricity was on, I was eating a little bit of lunch. Everybody was eating. And there was a strange, like a stillness, like a feeling. Even in the house, it felt way off. A strange quietness. It felt really strange. I'm here with my daughter and my husband and sitting in the kitchen, and it felt really weird. It felt weird. What am I going to do, Solera Goodwin? You've been paying attention to what's occurring around you. The annular eclipse. Your hair is sticking up on your arms. It's cold out here. It's cold. My nose is getting cold. It's probably around 50 or below out here. So yeah, my hair is sticking up on my arms. My power is out. Coco, honey, let me tell you something. I was upstairs in my house. I was up there in the loft where I do my live streams with the big computer. And I was in front of the computer. I was recording something. I was trying to save what I had recorded. Then all of a sudden, the electricity, it literally pulsated out smoothly without going completely out. I saw my computer do it, the lights doing it that I had on. They pulsated like a life form, like a heartbeat, like a pulse, like a heartbeat. They kept doing it like that, really smooth. They did it around 6 or 7 times, and then the last time it went boom, and then it stopped. Then all the electricity went out, but it wasn't like a fast blinking to where it knocks your power out like that. No, this literally felt like it was a life form that did it in the electrical lines, a life form in traveling through it. So I come out here because the electricity went out there, the internet went down because it's tied to the electricity to our house. We've got a backup out here, and it also runs on electricity, but they're two different No, we're on Jackson County REMC here. So it was Jackson County REMC is what I've got here. But I've got 2 internet providers here. So the power was out here, and I turned off the main breaker, and then I turned on the generator, and then I flipped the generator breaker on the inside to bring what's in there up, because it only has so much time on a battery backup that's in there. And when I did, the lights came on, and then I was on the phone with my son, and then all of a sudden, the same effect happened, and that's even with the generator. The lights were pulsing like a heartbeat around. I got these lights that are all around the inside. I forget what you call them, LEDs. They were pulsing, and they should not have been pulsing because that generator was running quite smoothly. We've ran that generator lots of times, did dry runs. Never had I had that effect. The energy was in there. It's pulsing. There's something out there that got into it, and then it stopped. Then it stopped. It wasn't like this right here. No, it was pulsing like a heartbeat. That's what I'm saying. Yes, we heard we're going to be changing energy sources, Olivia. Yes, Heather, when they pulse, there are spirits around. I don't feel any bad spirits here. I don't at all. I don't, you all. But that's what happened. Edgar no. Why are you saying Edgar Allan Poe? Because I just quoted The Raven Nevermore last week. I did. I was on my porch. I was doing a live video, and then I saw the ravens in the sky, and then I started quote The Raven Nevermore. Okay, and I quoted Edgar Allan Poe. Now get this. I leave my house, I stop by the Goodwill on my way to the store. What book is sitting there on the Goodwill bookshelf? Nevermore, Edgar Allan Poe, Nevermore, right after I did that live video. And now you said it here. So I bought the book. It was $3.20. I bought it. Let me see what you said about Edgar Allan Poe. No, I got 200 and I got 250 amp. I've got 2 different services here. Yeah, this is in Salem, Indiana. Yeah. That's right. The infrastructure was failing since when Obama was president. He wanted to fix it. Okay, Dragonfly, October the 14th is 2090. 290, I cracked the code. 290 is the bloodlines of 290. Whose bloodline is 290? 290 bloodlines? Yeah. You feel a shaking inside your body quite often? Yes, and be covered in the blood of Jesus. It's the plasma. When everybody hears the 3 words, it's over. A man of peace. Yes, I heard that digital revolution, honey. When he became president, I looked in that sky right there in the southeastern sky that night. And you know what was rising in the southeastern sky on that night? It was the crescent moon and the star right there. It rose in the sky. You were supposed to be rolling into energy, free energy, all the energy you need for your home. 333, Brittany, from me too, you all. I don't know what's going on. You get the shaking inside you all for at least 1 week now. Just make my arm tired, you all. So if you let me just tell you, if when your power starts going out, and you know you're not experiencing the like that, you know how it does, bink, 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 bink. If it's not doing that, and it's slowly going like a pulse, there's something there in the electrical current. Everything is electric. Everything has energy, because that's what it did. It was pulsating. I hope no UFO is going to come down, because I always said that if the UFOs were going to come, if the aliens were going to come and they were going to be good, I want to film them. I did. I want to be able to film them if they are going to make contact. I did say that. But it was, if you ever feel it, if you ever notice it, it's pulsing like that. Okay, that's a living entity, and it's in your traveling. It's current. It did the same thing in here. When I turned on the generator, turned on the breaker, the lights strobed. They're not strobe lights, but they strobed like it was breathing. And then it stopped. Then it stopped. Your dog has been clingy. Yeah. You saw the UFOs this morning. You got an EMP shield on your main box and your car battery. I've heard about those on your car battery and stuff like that. If it can keep your electrical components from... You need a bicycle, you all. If your electricity goes out and everything goes down, you better get a bicycle. Now, that's my friend's bicycle. I've got more bicycles up in my she shed that I will use, and I got extra tires, inner tubes, and stuff like that. But if you listen, if the electricity were to go out and stay out, and you're on your bicycle and somebody's car doesn't work, they're going to take you off your bicycle, and they're going to take your bicycle. Okay. My sky looks like the one does here in Oklahoma. Your daughter saw something shoot through the sky today by the eclipse. Lady Pamela, I heard something else about that too. Your fur babies, it's the new moon now, so we can see it. You can't see the new moon because it's a slither. It was a slither, so if it's the new... Oh, you can't see it. Oh, that's why I never saw the moon, because it was like blended in with the sky. So, it's getting really cold here, you all. So when you all see me coming on here, I'm going to have to come out here and do a live video, because I don't have internet inside there until my electricity comes back on, because I don't have good backup like this has right here. But yes, they did it. They fired the 3 rockets in there, and we did a video right before this one. What if that wasn't just the eclipse? What if it was a portal that was open and they fired the rockets into the portal to maybe keep it open a little bit longer so something could come in, because you don't know what payload was on those rockets. But it was for scientific research, so they could have put anything. Okay, let me see this. Dragonfly. 290 bloodline disciple, 290 love you family. During the eclipse, the chemtrails are bad, you all. So I hope y'all can hear me. I don't have Wi-Fi too far from this. The furthest my Wi-Fi from here is going to reach. And I also got me a porta potty this past summer. I did. I went and picked it up, and it was in good condition. Just in case. I did. Yeah. Well, that's portable too, or you can just dig a hole in the ground or go in a bucket. It's chilly in Canada. You want to fix dinner for him and you set it out. Aww. Put a flashlight on a stick and an umbrella and take the flashlight up the CK Sierra Sarah up top of the umbrella, pointing down. What's that going to do? Yeah. The shadow is in a different position. Oh, wow. It feels like you are changing videos. It's very strange. Truth Goddess. I'm changing videos. I hope I'm not slipping in and out of another dimension. I really hope. A digital dimension. That would be wild. I'm going on to a different timeline. I'm shifting in time and space. No, I don't. I'm total electric in my house. Total electric. Out in the country, most people out here would have propane if they had gas. Okay, hello Galileo, you keep flying over my head. You can fly, Galileo. That's my friend. Gina, that's birds, not yours. Yes, it is. I always have one single bird when oh, no, here's another one. Is that you, Galileo, up there with that mark in your wing? Is that you? Because he normally has, or she has, a mark in their wing. Their wing is like, has a, okay. So, no, most people out here have propane gas. They do, or you're electric, or you have a wood stove. I got a wood burning stove. I need to check out a generic generator then. Oh, I got a good generator here. And I forgot, I have another generator up in my shed that I used years ago to build onto our log cabin for my dad and mom before my dad passed. Your electricity did that. Okay, y'all, let me see her. Tammy Lott, your electricity did that slow strobe earlier today. Okay, Tammy Lott, thank you for putting that in here. Strobe. It's a living entity. Yeah. You have wild birds that visit you on your pond every day? Well, what if it is the Jubilee and the Day of Trumpets of Rosh Hashanah? Main dragonfly to you too, Galaga. You need to get a generator, you all, and that stuff is going to be hard to come by. Now, you just better get prepared. Just get prepared, you all. You can do it. But really, listen. Even generators, even then, you're going to run out of propane or you're going to run out of gas. It's not going to last forever. If the power stays down forever, you're going to run out of the gas. You're going to run out of the propane. You're only buying some time, I guess, for something else. People get ready. Yeah, that's right. Not all have money. That's true, you all. You got to get some warm clothes and blankets. You make sure you have a lighter or some matches or something. You just have a way to keep warm. And some books to read if you don't have electricity, because you're going to get kind of bored staring at your walls when your phone don't work. Or cards to play cards. Yeah. Oh, man. I am going to be going, you all. Can you please give this video a thumbs up? Because there's something that came through the electricity before it went out. The lights. It was a living entity. It's traveling through. Kerosene heaters too. Yeah. No habla español. I don't have anybody to interpret for me while I'm online. I don't. You'd have to wait till the video's over. Yeah. Release the Kraken. That's right. Who can afford a generator to keep it up and going? That's right. Get you some Bibles and stuff, you all. So I'm going to recap this one more time before I go in because my hand's getting a little cold. I was up at my computer. I was getting ready to save a video that I had recorded. And I had the lights on, the computer was on, and all of a sudden, the lights in the computer, the electricity went pulsated as if it was going to go off. It was like this, like that. It never completely stopped and went off. No, it was a pulse. A pulse. It kept coming like that. Like it was really different. It wasn't a fast flicker. It was a pulse, like it was something breathing, like a living entity, spiritual entity in there. It did it around 6 or 7 times, and then it finally just went. I'm doing this because this is what it felt like it was doing. It was like contracting too. It could have been contracting, and it just went poof, and then it went off. And then I came out here because I want internet, and I turned off the main breaker because the internet's out, and the electricity's out over there too. I turned off the main breaker, and I started the generator so that it could get the internet started here. And I flipped the breaker for the generator, and the lights came on. It's the LED strip lights. And then all of a sudden, that same energy, it came through the lights, and it was going, the lights were pulsing like that, totally pulsing. I was on the phone with my son. I said, the lights are pulsating, like there's some kind of energy in it. And then it stopped. So you need to be on the lookout for that, because I think something came through that portal in the sky, the eclipse or whatever you want to call it. Something came through, and it's in the electrical wirings. It can attach, it's an energy. It's an energy. That's what it is. So Project Odin, check out Project Odin, y'all. I'm going to go because I'm really getting, my hands are getting cold. My left hand is getting really cold holding this, but if you watch this video at the end, if you're watching this as a repeat, look out for the pulsating energy, like a probe. It could be a life form. I feel it is a life form, but it may not be of this world. Maybe it just now showed up, but it's pulsating, not like a normal boom, boom, boom when your lights flicker on and off. No, this is pulsating, pulsating. So with that being said, hello. Wherever you are in any part of the world, hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. It's cold. It's cold out here.